Well, folks, it is now the 31st of January. It's the last day. I thought I was about to send it off, and then I realised I might as well just do one recap. So I've no idea where I left off, really. It's been a while for this January 2025 Ekphrastic Writing. So let's just read the two poems I've got. So I've got Flynn Down Low is this poem here. So I want to just make one last copy, read it through, and see if there's any last changes. Flynn Down Low. I pile up last year's newspapers in order of tragedy. I slump into the couch. It was hard work. I stare at every fleur-de-lis on my yellowing wallpaper. The red ones stare back at me, but the blue ones don't. The leggings under the other leggings tighten around my ankles. They try to keep me safe. The black glue of the stripped floor has left its stippled stickiness behind. The lino found a new home. It was rolled and chucked into a skip. I'm not sure where the other half of the couch is. Maybe in the skip too. Maybe I'll join it. I've made a window. This hole in the wall looks like a stain. It is enough of a chink in this world to let me see through. I see greens and browns of park. I see white clouds and a blue sky. I hear birds. I hear children. It is all too much. I turn back to the room. The fleurs-de-lis smile. The couch invites me further in. Rest on me. Come rest. Rest. I feel like I think those lines might be better. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it needs that last bit. So I think that's that. Okay, so let's have a look at a second poem I wrote, which I feel like wasn't so different. So maybe I might choose one more, or choose one or the other to actually send, I suppose. Or whatever. Too late now. Counting down days with fleurs-de-lis. He had picked up the habit inside, scratching the days down into the crumbling grey of cell walls with a stolen plastic fork, nabbed when Colin was busy dishing out crumbs. The ridge along the handle was thick enough to use as a tool. He had thought the prongs would do, but they snapped so easily as they snapped as easily as the hours did. Now, the smell of filled buckets was replaced with the detergent spilling across the porcelain. The tap of truncheon on bar was replaced with car honks and screeching wheels. The sound of echoed grunts was replaced with the school's playground 100 yards away. But the weight was the same. The weight of time, heavy on the wallpaper, dragging corners and yellowing its skin to match the inside of his fingers. Blue ones meant good days. The postie saying hello. The TV reception not too bad. The static kept at bay. Fruit lasting one more day. But the red ones meant bad days. And there were more of those. The neighbours' quarrels leaking through the letterbox. The cat flapped still. The hobs spark not sparking. And that static there, even when the TV was off. Yes, there were more red ones. Oh, and a single black one, smeared and stabbed and Rorschached into a hole so deep that nothing could be seen through it. I mean, I kind of like it. So they're the two poems that I've got. I'll see what I'll make a final decision about what to have. But I think they're distinct enough. I mean, they're thematically linked, aren't they? I've basically taken the same idea, but with two narrators. Maybe. Oh yeah, didn't I have an idea about? Part one and part two. didn't they? Like, so this would be. I'll have to think about that. So, like, it's the same room, isn't it? Ugh, what's that film? Film Housewife number. No. My lord, why don't I remember it? Best films ever. Housewife. House wide. Numpty. I'm just gonna waste my time doing this, aren't I? It's a great film. This is no way the list that I was thinking of. BFI. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's what I'm thinking of. Jump to number one. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. So a bit like that one. So I want. Oh, no. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Okay, so something like playing on the title of Magnificent Epic of Experimental Cinema. Flynn. Two tenants of 24. Of something something. Does that work with how Flynn leaves that someone drew while I moved in? So this is two then, isn't it? It's not gonna let me do it, is it? Why I keep using this bloody thing? Okay, so one, counting down the days. At least two. Uh, then open or copy. Lin down low. 24. 2 tenants. 2 tenants count down days with fleur-de-lis. 1. Someone I never met through someone I Okay. I think I've got one longish 2-part poem then, haven't I? Is that right? Two tenants count down days with fleur-de-lis. 1. And then we get rid of the title then. 2. Oh, maybe that should be in third person again then. Ah, what? Mm. Or no, it has to be both in third or both in first, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Does it? I had picked up the habit inside, scratching the date. I thought is replace is the same. My fingers. I fill them with ink. Ink or blood. Uh, I picked up the habit inside, scratching the days down into the crumbling grey of cell walls with a stolen ballistic fork, nabbed when Colin was busy dishing out crumbs. The ridge along the handle was thick enough to use as a tool. I thought the prongs would do, but they snapped as easily as the hours did. Now the smell of filled buckets is replaced with the detergent spilling across the porcelain. The tap of truncheon on bars replaced with car honks and screeching wheels. The sound of echo grunts is replaced with the schoolyards 100 with the school's playground 100 yards away. But the weight is the same. The weight of time, heavy on the wallpaper, dragging corners and yellowing its skin to match the inside of my fingers. I fill them with ink or blood. Blue ones mean good days. The postie saying hello, the TV reception not too bad, the static kept at bay. Fruit lasting one more day. But the red ones meant bad days, and there were more of those. The neighbours quarrelling, the neighbours' quarrels leaking through the letterbox, the cat flap still, the hob spark not sparking, and that static there, even when the TV was off. Yes, there were more red ones. Oh, and a single black one, smeared and stabbed and Rorschached into a hole so deep that nothing could be seen through it. 2. I pile up last year's newspapers in order of tragedy. I slump into the couch. It was hard work. I stare at every fleur-de-lis on my yellowing wallpaper that someone I never met drew before I moved in. The red ones stare back at me, but the blue ones don't. I never met. Uh, yeah, that's fine. Uh, Maid before I moved in. They try to keep me safe. Oh, the leggings under the other leggings. The black blue of the strip floor has left its stippled stickiness. It's left its the line I found a new home. Something like that line. Black glue of the stripped floor has left 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 skin left skin behind. The lino found new home is rolled and chucked into a skip. The other half, the couches, maybe the skip too. Maybe I'll join it. Made a window. This hole in the wall looks like a stain. It is enough of a chink. Yep, to let me see through it. Let me see through. Flirtily smile. The couch invites me in. Right, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I'm tired. It's Friday. I've had a long week. 2 tenants countdown days with fleur de lis. Days in different ways. Countdown. 2 tenants countdown days with fleur de lis in different ways. Two tenants countdown days with fleur de lis in different ways. Okay. It's odd, I suppose. But there's the whole poem there. It's interesting. Odd, but interesting. And I think I separated them out, didn't I, before? But anyway, oh, who cares? It's 20 minutes. It's been a long week. It's the last day of the month. What else is there to do but not finish a poem but abandon it, as someone said? Who said that? A poem is never finished, only abandoned. Paul Valère. Yeah, there you go. I agree. Okay, folks, thanks very much. That's it. I'll see you next month in a few days. Interesting. Time is relative.